Joyce from Getting Gigs, and today I'd like to talk to you about an opportunity working for a company called Cohere. The reason I chose to talk about them today is I'm always on the lookout for side hustles and gigs and remote work that I can do from home so I never have to go into a regular 9 to 5 job ever again. And I've been doing it for a little bit over a year. I haven't posted anything like probably about a week now just because I've actually been trying to firm up how I do each job so that way I do a little work for each of them and still make my money and do what I got to do. And I'm just trying to get into a flow. So, but this is one of those jobs that I also am looking to apply for. I haven't applied for it yet, and the reason is because one of the side hustles and gigs that I was doing, they hardly ever have any work, and sometimes they give you projects and you have to do 4 hours of onboarding that's not paid. And I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm looking for something to replace that one side hustle and gig. So I keep looking. And every time I come across one that I think is interesting or somebody else can do, I go ahead and post it. So if I'm not qualified for it, I hope that one of you get the position. Hey, why not share the knowledge if it's out there? I in particularly like to apply for AI positions. The reason I think those are good for me is just because the fact AI is the future, and it's like a revolution that's going to happen regardless if you join it or not. And I'd rather be a part of the revolution instead of being on the sidelines. So that way, there's a little bit of job security there if you already know how to do some of the work in AI. So I like to learn about it. I think it's fun, capturing pictures, like what's in a photo, doing voice recordings, seeing whether or not the AI model gets the information right. All that is amusing to me. I think it's fun. It's a good job to have. I think like there's a long term viability there for you to get that type of job and to keep those type of jobs. You might have to go from company to company, but there's going to be work there for now, at least for now. Anyways, the company is called Cohere, and I have it up on the careers page, so you didn't have to watch all that. So you just go to Cohere. I'll put the link down below. Put your oh my god, my screen switched to another screen. Sorry about that. So you just go ahead and go to the careers opportunities page. You press the button and it brings you to a list of the jobs. I already had them up, but I'll just press it again. That they have available here. And right now they have 74 positions open and all of them are AI related. Like senior front end engineer, stack, senior engineer. It's not just coding, they have finance out here for procurement. And the one that I'm interested in applying for, and this is the one that I think there's a good one to apply for, is the journalist annotation. It's the AI trainer for English language. And they say it's for Canada, Toronto, Calgary, Vancouver, Montreal, and it's a contract and it's a remote position. They have some other ones in here, like for different AI training positions, that are for different languages, like Hindi. Yeah, like they had a couple other ones in here, like internship work that you could do, marketing, machine learning manager. Like they have all these different options on here. I'm going to particularly just look at that one just to show you, because it's like, for me, I think that a stepping stone to get into AI is to take a generalist role, so that way you can get your foot in the door and you can learn about the experience of what it's like to work for AI. Unless you have the skill set like the computer background, like for the stack developer, the coding, the Java, the SQL, the R or the C++, those coding languages. Like if you don't have those and you just like have like a general degree like of anything, just anything honestly, then I would do the generalist one so that way you can get your foot in the door, see what it is that you can do, whether or not you like it before you commit that much time to it. To apply for the other ones, because there's other companies that have specialist roles like based upon what your degree is in. Like I didn't see too many out here unless it's based upon was like the software stuff. Like they did have marketing and like some like accounting related ones, but I didn't see too many that were like anything else. Like I didn't see biology out here for this one. Yeah, I didn't see biology or anything like that. But like if you have biology and chemistry, there's a couple other websites. I'll put the links down below that they do have those type of work for you. if you're interested. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the AI generous role. They have a trainer one for code evaluation as well. So if you go look at this one, it's a contract, it's a remote gig. That's what I'm looking for. And it looks like you bring your own computer. That was one thing I noticed. You have to know basic JSON and CSV and Markdown format. But it's not hard. Like you can like Google that and like learn a lot of that stuff. Like if you don't know it, don't be intimidated by that. If you haven't worked in that before, just Google it. It's not that hard. Like you can even go to like the website Udemy and learn like basic information about this for free. And then but then if you look at the rest of the stuff on here, what I was mostly interested in, I think it said it was like $30 an hour on this one. I think it was $30. I could have swore it said 30. Let me just search. Yeah, it was $30. It's $30. It's a contract rate. It's a contract. It's not a regular gig. But like I don't know, because like if you look down below, it says if you're a full time employee, you get these perks. I still think it's a gig though, because why would it say contract work up on top? Anyways, so for this one, like they give you initial screening, they give you multiple choice test, you do a written test, and then you do a video interview, and if you do well, you get a contract. It seems very similar to the way that they describe it here, like how you would do like with maybe like a company like Align, or sometimes Outlier has stuff like this too. Like a few of them have those requirements that you do the testing for them. So like that's no big deal. Like just do it. You pass, you get the job, you get the job. If you don't, you don't, you move on. Anyways, so I wanted to just show you this one for the $30 an hour. I just like like I said, like these things right here, don't be intimidated by them. If you don't know them, you don't know them. But you can always Google how to do them before you take the test, and because they're not hard to learn, like they're really not. Like just seeing the words, you're like, oh, what's that? No, don't be scared by that. You're better than what you think you are. Like if you know this stuff, then you know it. But if you don't, you'll know it once you learn it. It doesn't take long. Anyways, so the application, you fill out your name, you fill out where you're from, Canada or other. 'Cause I guess they're based out of Canada. Then they ask you for your location. Then you start. Yeah, tells you like your location. Like it has Nigeria in there. They had a few other locations in there as well. You just type in your location, you upload your resume, you hit LinkedIn, and then you put down whether or not you could work the 16 hours per week. This position is a contractor for $30 an hour. I wonder if that CAD means that they're paid in Canadian dollars. I didn't look that up. But then they ask you a few questions, and then you submit your application, and then you'll hear back from them. Anyways, this is a little worse from getting gigs. I'm gonna put the link for this one down below. Sorry, I haven't posted like in about a week. It's because I'm really trying to get my gig on, and I really want to try to get to the point where I can make $500 a day. But the only way to do that is you have to learn how to hustle. You need to know how to maximize what you make from each website, and learn how to know when to hustle from which one, like when to work for each one. Like you're not trying to get over on them, but if one of them is offering bonuses, that's the one you do that day, and then the other one you do later. You know what I mean? You like try to learn the flow, and like that's what my goal has been this week, is just trying to learn my flow to figure out which ones I'm going to work out on which days, and which ones I'm going to like take a break from on certain days, and like what hours I want to work in each one. But it's working out. So, anyways, Lawyers from Getting Gigs, link down below. Have a good night. Thank you.